Hello everyone, a very warm good afternoon to one and all present over here. I am back again with a wonderful session of IELTS Practice Test where I am solving questions for you to guide you up for your further IELTS examination. So today I am back with a wonderful topic which is Writing Task 2 of the writing section, and today I'll be guiding you with another very important and most interesting questions that we are going to deal, and again it is from the Cambridge series itself. So yes, I'll be solving that in front of you so that you can get a guidance on how you can take care of all the mistakes that you intentionally or unintentionally might make. Okay. So now without wasting any further time, let's get started, and come on, let me know that you guys are here. Please mark your attendance out here and please let me know that you guys are interested for the session. Okay. So let's understand what are the topics we'll be covering today. So first of all, we have the writing task 2. Reading of the question, structuring and planning, and solution. If you have already attended my previous session of writing, you might have noticed that without planning and structure, I would never go ahead in order to come up with the response for writing task 2. So it's really very important for you to mark up in order to plan your responses and structureize your responses properly so that you can get rid of that 11th hour anxiety and nervousness and mess in your brain and can come up with a good and amazing answers and responses for your writing task too. So yes, let's get started. So now here is our question. So here is what our question is, and first of all, the very first thing I always try to tell you that the moment you're going to receive the question, hi Nikhil, very good afternoon. I hope you're doing good. So before moving ahead, I just want to tell you that whenever you are going to deal with writing task 2, always, and again, irrespective of the module that you're following and irrespective of the question that you're following, the very important thing is reading of the question. So reading of question is important and you've got to do it anyhow if you actually want to attain a desired band score that you're willing for. So yes, reading of the question, at the same time reading of the instructions and knowing what is the demand of the question. Question is a king in IELTS examination. If you're going to go follow what the question is asking for, definitely you can even achieve 9 bands. But if you somehow go along and follow your assumptions and follow what you are willing to go ahead and what you have understood, it is something that I must say, unfortunately, it's not going to work for you. So it's really very important to know the correct strategy that is working. So for every examination, there are n number of strategies that you can take up at the time of preparation. But what's going to work for you is something that you are the one who's going to decide. And for that, you need to apply all these strategies in your responses and at the time of practice. So apply that and please let yourself know that which one is working for you and which one is not. It's not like that कि मैम ने बोल दिया okay ये strategy है, now I'm going to apply it and उसी strategy से I'm going to solve the question. There might be possibility वो strategy आपके लिए काम ना करे. Right? So it's really very important कि first of all try and apply all the strategies, and only after knowing the structuring, only after you are capable of understanding how the structuring is being done, how the formatting is being done, after everything. ठीक है? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now here is our question. So the question asks that writing task 2, you should spend about 40 minutes in this task. Again, one more very important thing that I would like to tell you is try not to make up a mistake and solve writing task 2 before then writing task 1. Kyun? Because you are going to get 60 minutes. Kitna milta hai? 60 minutes, which is like 1 hour. Okay, which is 1 hour for you. In that 1 hour, there are a lot of people who think that, okay, I'll do one thing. I'm going to do, ma'am, I have a query. Yeah, sure, you can go ahead with your queries, please. You don't need to ask me. Okay. So what I was telling is, 60 minute 1 hour you're going to get. Okay. So in that 1 hour, it's important for you to, understand what is important. And the time bifurcation is at the same time very important. If you have been suggested to allocate 20 minutes for writing task 1 and if the writing task 1 appears before, then make sure you do that. And after that, 40 minutes is being allocated for writing task 2. So it's really very important to align accordingly. Do not try and start writing task 2 before, because I know even though you know that you have to spend 40 minutes on that, still you are going to end up spending a lot of time which is actually not required, and eventually you are left with like near about no time for writing task 1. ठीक है, तो this is something which is very important. इसको consider कर लेना and try not to do these mistakes again and again. I'm telling you. ठीक है, चलो. Write about the following topics. Some people believe that it is good to share as much information as possible in scientific research, business, and the academic world. Okay. Others believe some information is too important or too valuable to be shared freely. Discuss both these views and give your own opinion. So this is your thesis this is your main statement, sorry. This is your main part. This is the basic knowledge about the topic that you've got over here. Okay, on top of that, you've got discuss both these views and give your own opinion. So basically, if we have a quick look at it, तो हमारे पास question क्या है? Discuss both these views. तो हम सबसे पहले what we are going to do? We are going to do the planning. कैसे करते planning? अगर if you are not aware of the structuring but you have to be, तो मेक श्योर कि आपको ज़्यादा लिखना ना पड़े, ज़्यादा प्लानिंग ना करना पड़े, बिकॉज दैट ऑल्सो टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम ऑफ योर्स. ठीक है, आई एम गोना टॉक टू यू वेरी प्रैक्टिकली. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि मैम कर रही हैं तो इट इज़ पॉसिबल फॉर यू टू डू इन दैट 20 to 40 minutes. ज़रूरी नहीं है. ठीक है, इन एग्जामिनेशन, I'm currently I'm in class 12 and today I got the information about IELTS and TOEFL exam and I didn't know how to start. Okay, so if you are in class 12, so that doesn't make any difference. So if you want to start off with knowing what is exactly the IELTS examination is and how you need to plan accordingly. What is the structure? What is the demand? क्या criteria होती हैं? कितने modules होते हैं? This is something that you need to be first of all very much familiar with. So once you're familiar with this, it will become very easy for you to cater to the entire examination. So just look upon to it, look for what IELTS is demanding and look for what TOEFL is demanding. Okay, how IELTS is being structured and how TOEFL is being structured. It's really very important कि आप उसके structuring को जानो पहले, उसके बाद you can come up with the conclusion. ठीक है, so start by knowing what the examination is and how you need to cater, so that at the time of preparation, जब आप finally एक decision ले लेते हो and you start off with your preparation, you should not be having you should not be shocked eventually कि अच्छा ये भी था, I was not aware of it. So it's really very important. पहले उसको देखो, what's the structuring, how it goes and how the examination is being conducted, what are the major differences that you're going to encounter in IELTS and TOEFL, and which one is going to be very much important for you and which one is going to be easy for you to cater to, right? तो ये सारी चीजें make sure you take that into consideration and go ahead with your preparation. ठीक है, I hope I made this clear. ठीक है, चलो अब आ जाते हैं इधर. तो सबसे पहले क्या करना है? प्लानिंग करना है. व्हाट इज प्लानिंग एग्जैक्टली? सबसे पहले स्ट्रक्चरिंग देख लेते हैं. स्ट्रक्चरिंग मैंने क्या बताया था? इंट्रोडक्शन, बॉडी एंड देन वी हैव गॉट कंक्लूजन. यही बताया था मैंने, IBC फॉर्मेट. ठीक है, and also I have problem in writing answers. Writing answer like what? See, because you've got to write answers for like listening, reading, writing, like in all the 3 modules. So which you're talking about? Are you talking entirely about the writing module? Or you're talking about writing answers like in all the modules? Please make it clear. ठीक है, तो अब ये देखो, यहाँ पे होता है इंट्रोडक्शन, बॉडी एंड कंक्लूजन. ये होता है. ठीक है, ये स्ट्रक्चरिंग होती है. हमें किसमें क्या लिखना है? इट्स रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड. सबसे पहले अगेन यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन देख लेते हैं. डिस्कस बोथ दीज व्यूज. अब क्योंकि हमें दोनों व्यू को डिस्कस करना है, तो इंट्रोडक्शन इज समथिंग विच इज वेल नोन. पैराफ्रेजिंग होती है एंड थीसिस स्टेटमेंट होता है, थोड़ा हल्का सा एक्सप्लेनेशन होता है. तो इंट्रोडक्शन इज लाइक एंटायरली बेस्ड ऑन पैराफ्रेजिंग. ठीक है, तो ये पैराफ्रेजिंग कर ली, पैराफ्रेज कर लिया इसको. बॉडी में हमारे पास 2 ऑप्शंस होते हैं. बॉडी पैरा 1 विच इज फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ. फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में हम क्या करते हैं? फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में फर्स्ट व्यू डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है, फर्स्ट व्यू डिस्कस करेंगे, थोड़ी सी डिटेलिंग्स देंगे एंड इफ पॉसिबल वी नीड टू गिव एग्जाम्पल्स एज वेल. ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल दे दिया. ठीक, अब आ जाते हैं सेकेंड व्यू पॉइंट के लिए. सेकेंड व्यू पॉइंट को डिस्कस करेंगे. इट्स लाइक कि थोड़ी सी डिटेलिंग इसमें भी देंगे ओके, डिटेलिंग दे दी और क्या कर दिया, एग्जाम्पल दे दिया, राइट, क्लियर। ये हो गया हमारा बॉडी, राइट, बॉडी फीचर 1, बॉडी फीचर 2। आफ्टर दैट अब आगे क्या पूछा है, जस्ट हैव अ क्विक लुक। क्या बोला है, गिव योर ओन ओपिनियन, यू हैव टू गिव योर ओन ओपिनियन एज वेल। मतलब व्हेन यू आर डिस्कसिंग द पॉइंटर्स, तब आपको ओपिनियन नहीं देना है, ओपिनियन आपको अलग से देना है। इट मीन्स यू नीड टू एलोकेट वन मोर पैराग्राफ for opinion, right? Opinion के लिए. Now again, one more thing, a quick, just perfect, a quick, insight. So if you think, अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आपकी opinion is not that lengthy and your opinion doesn't need to be framed in a paragraph, then make sure you combine opinion and conclusion together. ठीक है, कर सकते हो ऐसा. If you don't want to, then you can just bifurcate the para as well. Totally up to you, totally depending upon your comfort, your, way of presentation, your way of writing. ठीक है, तो ओपिनियन को अलग कर लिया, यहाँ पे लिख लिया ओपिनियन, एंड अगेन कंक्लूजन को अलग पैरा में कर लिया, और इफ यू वांट यू कैन कंबाइन बोथ ऑफ देम टोटली और ठीक है, ऐसे भी कर सकते हो. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द स्ट्रक्चरिंग. ये तो ऊपर ऊपर का स्ट्रक्चर हो गया. दिस इज द फॉर्मेट इन विच यू नीड टू प्रेजेंट द डेटा. इट मीन्स यहाँ पे आपका टास्क अचीवमेंट पूरा हो जाता है, एंड यू हैव केटर टू ऑल द इंस्ट्रक्शंस दैट इज बीन प्रोवाइडेड टू यू इन द क्वेश्चन, एंड आपने सारे के सारे इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करके यहाँ पे आंसर लिख दिया है. क्लियर? ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ जाते हैं. अब बात करते हैं व्हाट द क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग. जो बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन दी हुई है क्वेश्चन के बारे में, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली दे आर ट्राइंग टू आस्क यू, मतलब क्या है उसका. ठीक है, सम पीपल बिलीव, कुछ लोग हैं जो बिलीव करते हैं कि इट इज गुड, मतलब अच्छी बात है, टू शेयर एज मच एज इंफॉर्मेशन एज पॉसिबल इन साइंटिफिक रिसर्च. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट्स से अ साइंटिफिक रिसर्च इज बीइंग कंडक्टेड, तो वहां पे क्या सर्टेन पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन इज समथिंग वी हैव एक्सट्रैक्टेड. So there are some section of society or some people, they believe that it is really good to share as much information as possible with respect to the scientific research. तो जितना ज़्यादा information हो सके उतना ज़्यादा information दे दो. It's like, just make it public. Okay, don't keep anything private. Business and the academic world. ठीक है, now it is not only constrained to scientific research, it is also talking about the business. तो हमने क्या करा, scientific research हुई, scientific research हुआ, चाहे business हुआ, चाहे आपका academic हुआ, वहां पे हमने क्या करा, जो भी research हुई थी हमारी, या जो भी whatever we know about the academics, हमने क्या करा, like me being a teacher, मैंने क्या करा कि there are some people who believe that I should provide all the information, like each and every information to the student. कि IELTS में क्या होता है, क्या होता है, कैसे होता है. इट्स लाइक जस्ट मेक एवरीथिंग पब्लिक. ठीक है, दिस समथिंग. नाउ अदर्स बिलीव, other section of society, other people believe that some information is too important. कि कुछ piece of information होता है जो बहुत ज़्यादा important होता है, like it is too important to be shared or too valuable to be shared freely. मतलब there is a risk of there is the risk of being the information misused. ठीक है, ब्रीच हो सकते हैं, प्राइवेसी ब्रीच हो सकते हैं, सिक्योरिटी ब्रीचेस हो सकते हैं. तो there's some section of society जो फील करते हैं कि it's okay and it's good, it's really beneficial to share all the things that is being known by the person. On the other hand, there are some people who believe that नहीं, सही चीजें शेयर नहीं करनी होती है. There are some information that are too valuable to be shared. Clear? I'm from mathematics PCM branch and in 2025 I'm going to face board exam, and in order to score maximum mark or 100 in English exam, I have problem in writing the answer. That's why I ask and score good bands in IELTS and TOEFL. Okay, so see, if you are asking me from the point of view of your board exam, तो देखो board exam में ना you need to be more of like academic. ठीक है, आपकी क्रिएटिविटी मैटर करती है, नो डाउट ऑन दैट पार्ट, बट योर क्रिएटिविटी मैटर टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट. आप हर आंसर में क्रिएटिव नहीं हो सकते हो, राइट, इफ यू आर कंसर्न अबाउट द बोर्ड एग्जाम. सो बोर्ड एग्जाम इज मोर ऑफ लाइक हैविंग अ वेरी स्ट्रक्चर्ड, मतलब आंसर भी स्ट्रक्चर्ड होते हैं. इट्स लाइक नथिंग ऑफ योर कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन ओवर देयर अंटिल एंड अनलेस यू आर रिसीविंग एसे राइटिंग, आर्टिकल राइटिंग, नोटिस राइटिंग और समथिंग लाइक दैट. ठीक है, तो ये होता है. वहां आपको ज्यादा एकेडमिक होना पड़ता है, मतलब चैप्टर्स में जो दिया है यू नीड टू बी वेरी कन्फाइंड टू दैट. आपको जो भी आंसर्स लिखोगे आप उसी से रिलेटेड होना चाहिए. सो आपके पास दो ऑप्शन बचते हैं, ईदर यू अंडरस्टैंड द चैप्टर प्रॉपरली, या तो फिर आप उसको रट लो एंड देन यू कैन राइट द आंसर. ठीक है, ये दो ऑप्शंस होते हैं. बट इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट IELTS एग्जामिनेशन, देखो IELTS इज ऑल्सो इंग्लिश, नो डाउट इन दैट पार्ट, बट वो एकेडमिक नहीं है. एकेडमिक नहीं है का मतलब है कि वहां पे यू आर नॉट कन्फाइंड टू एनी सेंस ऑफ टॉपिक. टॉपिक के लिए कन्फाइंड हो, बट वो उस टॉपिक के लिए कन्फाइंड हो जो आपको ऑन द स्पॉट मिल रहा है. not something that you can memorize. For example, we've got like Shakespeare's poem or like any kind of chapters related to stories जो हमें 12th में मिलती है, right? IELTS में ऐसा नहीं होता है. जैसे अभी मैं ऐसे लिख रही हूँ, now this is a on spot topic, I have to write about it in on spot, so I am not familiar with the topic before, right? So this is something, there's a major difference between dealing with an academic thing and dealing with a non-academic thing. So if you want to deal with the IELTS examination, you need to be very much creative and you need to have a very good grab on the language. ठीक है? So it's really very important कि आप sentences को कैसे frame करते हो. So if I'm gonna go on the very basic part, तो it's important कि आप sentences कैसे frame करते हो. Eventually अगर मैं दोनों को combine भी कर दूँ तो इतना याद रखना है कि whatever sentences you are framing that are understandable in nature, be it आपका वो board exam का examiner हो, चाहे वो IELTS exam या TOEFL exam का examiner हो, उसे समझ में आना चाहिए what you have written, what kind of topic you are presenting, how is your presentation. Presentation बहुत matter करता है, बहुत 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 ज़्यादा. Now when I say presentation, मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ कि calligraphy writing लिखो या cursive writing लिखो, no. Presentation, a good decent writing, having an understandability of like each and every alphabet clearly, each and every words clearly, so that eventually when you are coming up with a particular set of answers, it is clear to the examiner, they don't have to put in any effort. ठीक है? तो ये हो जाता है. अब बोर्ड एग्जाम में तो एग्जामिनर को आपको नंबर देने, आइल्स में ऐसा नहीं होता है. अगर एग्जामिनर को नहीं समझ में आया, ही इज गोइंग टू जस्ट मार्क अ क्रॉस ओवर देयर, जस्ट राइट व्हाट्स देयर एंड देन, ठीक है, ये ठीक है, तो वो क्या करेगा, वो आगे बढ़ जाएगा, वो क्रॉस कर देगा एंड वो आगे बढ़ जाएगा. ही इज नॉट गोइंग टू टेल यू और गिव यू एक्सप्लेनेशन या ये समझ लेगा अरे चलो बच्चा है ठीक है कोई बात नहीं. नो, दिस डजंट हैपन इन IELTS एंड TOEFL एग्जामिनेशन. ठीक है, please a proper video of IELTS and TOEFL, please ma'am. Sure Nikhil, I'll try and I'll come up with a proper video of IELTS and TOEFL. ठीक है, don't worry on that part. ठीक है, पहले इसको कर लेते हैं अभी. Fine, I'll take that into consideration. ठीक है, चलो आ जाओ. ये समझ आ गया, क्लियर हो गया टॉपिक, क्वेश्चन क्लियर हो गया, आगे बढ़े. चलो ना, ये तो हो गया क्वेश्चन. अब आ जाते हैं कि ये हो गया क्वेश्चन हमारा, स्ट्रक्चरिंग भी हमने कर ली, क्वेश्चन भी समझ में आ गया. अब आ जाओ हम बात करते हैं कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वी नीड टू प्रोवाइड. तो सबसे पहले तो इतना याद रखो कि द मोमेंट यू रिसीव द क्वेश्चन, आपको पता है इंट्रोडक्शन में क्या करना है, इंट्रोडक्शन लिख के साइड हो जाओ तुरंत, देन एंड देयर, because there is nothing any extra additional thing you have to do in introduction. Is just that आपको question समझ में आ गया है. If you are already aware of the question, मतलब if you have understood the question properly, introduction में what you have to do, paraphrase it, provide a brief explanation and a thesis statement. ठीक है, क्या करेंगे सबसे पहले. अब देखो, some people believe that it is good to share as much as information as possible in scientific research, business and academic world. ठीक है, यही लिखा है. चलो, okay. Now listen to me carefully. How am I going to write it? Okay. ठीक है, चलो, दैट्स ओके, फाइन। चलो ठीक है, क्या लिखा मैंने? सम पीपल फेवर दैट इट इज प्रॉफिटेबल टू शेयर एज मच एज इंफॉर्मेशन पॉसिबल इन साइंटिफिक रिसर्च, बिजनेस एंड एकेडमिक्स विदाउट एनी फिल्टर और रेस्ट्रिक्शंस। ठीक है, यही लिखा, क्लियर? अब नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू राइट द सेकेंड पोर्शन। ठीक है, रिस्ट्रिक्शन यहाँ पर लिख दिया एंड देन what have I written? However, other feel differently and opine that some piece of information is too sensitive to be shared. Okay, now the thesis statement. We have explained both the topic. Now we are going to go ahead for thesis statement. Clear? What have I written? Some people favor it is profitable to share as much as information possible in scientific research, business and academics without any filter or restriction. However, others feel differently and opine that some piece of information is too sensitive to be shared. Both have different opinions, which will be discussed further in this essay. I think that not everything needs to be shared as there are some risk of privacy and security. Get it? So this is how you need to come up with the response. You have written, you have done the paraphrasing, you have written a little bit of detail, and then you are coming up with the entire thesis statement, and here you have completed writing your introduction. Very good afternoon, Nasir. How are you? I hope you're doing great. ठीक है, ये हो गया. Now let's move ahead and now let's just get started with the body paragraph. ये clear हो गया? Just have a quick look. ठीक है, चलो नाउ बॉडी पैरा 1. Okay, ma'am, only 2 more doubts. It's okay. Yes, Nikhil, come up. ठीक है, चलो क्या लिखा? Those who support unrestricted information to the scientific research, business and academics say that they are the best utilized by whom? To the people. ठीक है, ठीक है, and why? अच्छा, whenever you are trying to give a certain piece of information or you're mentioning some kind of a title, make sure you give a proper justification to that. Otherwise it will look like, you know, very vague. It will look like very vague and not going in a proper manner, not following a proper structure. ठीक है, so if you are saying that those who support, now here this is the first paragraph. This first paragraph is going to entirely dedicated to the first topic of discussion. ठीक है, ये हो गया. तो here I am saying that those who support unrestricted information, they have been said that इन लोगों के लिए वो best utilize होते. क्यों होते? Why I have mentioned that they have been best utilized by these people. Why? Because these people are working to bring up the innovation in the country, okay, or innovation in the world. This is what we are going to write, right? ठीक है, चलो clear? So why I have written the reason out here, यहाँ से यहाँ तक, and then यहाँ पे since these people are working to bring innovation in the world, restriction of important data might hinder the progress. Restriction of important data might be the reason to hinder the progress. ठीक है, अब क्या करना है? Now when I have mentioned the topic and now when I have mentioned the justification, it's really very important to support the justification with a piece of example. ठीक है, ठीक है, चलो एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. How to use a good set of English words to make paragraph more correctly. Means advanced English word like use in the paragraph. How to use. Okay, if you're asking me how to use a good set of English words, then it's really very important to be familiar with those words initially. Okay, if you're working in order to enhance your paragraph, if you're working in order to enhance your essay, so it's really very important. First of all, go for the words that are catering to the question. Okay, so if you've got the words, if you know how to use the connectors properly, if you have the connectors, if you have certain synonyms with you, at max nahi, minimum to at least 4 to 5 synonyms you should be having for each and every basic word. Okay, so that you can use them in order to, fill up, in order to, complete your responses. So that's very important. At max 10 to 15 hai to well and good, बहुत अच्छी बात है, but minimum 4 to 5 होने चाहिए with you, so that you can come up with a proper response to that. ठीक है, आई होप दिस हेल्प्स. क्लियर है? ओके, क्या लिखा मैंने? If the economists of the country are restricted to the country's economical financial data, then it will be difficult for them to apprise about done. ठीक है? Got it? So then it will be difficult for them to apprise us about the better financial future and upcoming recession or inflation or any other kind of, or any other kind of financial crisis in between. Okay? Inflation or any other imminent financial crisis. Okay? Done. Clear? Done with the topic, explanation and the set of example. Have a quick look. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot as well. But it's just that I've just told you how you are going to write it. So हमारा पहला paragraph complete. We are done with this topic. Okay? Now we need to cater to the another topic. Clear? Chalo. Okay? Introduction, again, introduction of the second topic. Okay? On the other hand, some believe that not all information can be shared as it may have catastrophic effects. Okay? Done? चलो, अब यहाँ पे आ जाएगा आपका instance. ठीक है. On the other hand, some believe that not all information can be shared as it may have catastrophic effect. For instance, if the state allows all information to the business, then there are high chances business owners. Then there are high chances for the business leaders to utilize the data and manipulate people in order to make profit out of it, which eventually may lead to privacy breaches, as in order to flourish financially, they may commercialize the data for other businesses as well. Okay? Getting it? This is how I have presented body para 2 by giving the topic, the explanation and the example as a justification. Right? Chalo. Now let's talk about opinion. Okay? Done. Good afternoon, Sharda. Sorry, mom. Today I'm taking so much time about like because. Okay, that's okay. Fine. That's great. No worries. That's okay. ठीक है? Clear? चलो. Different categories. Done. ठीक है? चलो. I believe that the state must share only those data or information which is helpful for the bloom and betterment of the different categories. Also, it is important to keep some information private so that misuse of information can be avoided. ठीक है? Because if the information is going to be there in the wrong hand, it can be misused. Clear? चलो. Clear? चलो. अब conclusion लिख देते हैं. Now, if you have a quick look, तो my opinion is not that that lengthy or something. It's just that I can combine my opinion as well as my conclusion together. But as of now, I'm just writing it differently so that you can have that para bifurcation for you. ठीक है? चलो. Clear? Let's move ahead. चलो. Good afternoon, Sumit. Very good afternoon. That's okay, fine, no worries. It's okay. At least you're here in the session. Chalo, ठीक है. In conclusion, each and every data is significant and private. It must be taken care on which data needs to be shared for the progress, as even a slightest sensitive data can lead the society or world at risk if caught in wrong hands. ठीक है. So this was the entire essay ranging from introduction to body para 1, body para 2, and opinion and conclusion. So if you have a quick look, my opinion and conclusion are not that lengthy, okay? Because we have already mentioned all the information. So it's like you can just combine them up and you can make them together and you can write it according to your comfort and your, the way of presentation. And if you want to write them in a different paragraph also, even that is also well and good, fair enough. You can do that as well. Totally depends on you how you're going to deliver that, okay? Chalo. Yep, that's all. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks a lot. It was a wonderful session. Thank you so much. And okay then, bye-bye. Take care. We'll see you in the next session. Bye. And all the very best to all the students who are preparing for their IELTS and TOEFL examination. Bye. Take care. See you tomorrow.